Welcome back to the Journeyman Cave for this, what I suppose is a bit of a mid-season break. Mr. Shakespeare, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good, mate, yeah. It's gone quick, hasn't it, that?
It has.
7 episodes, wow.
Not half. I mean, we did say last episode we'd give updates if we had any, and I know, as plans have changed slightly over the last couple of weeks. So this episode, obviously, there's no interview, sadly, but fear not, because we will be back as scheduled on the 20th of December, an early Christmas present for you all. And you want to tell the listeners who we've got lined up?
Yeah, we've got the one and only Paul Royston, mate. He's been mentioned a few times, I think, on the old podcast.
He has.
When I messaged him, I think he became his biggest fan, to be quite honest, mate. So, yeah, when I said you fancy being Christmas special, he jumped at the chance. So I think it's a good interview for everybody. I think there's something for everyone. Everyone will enjoy in that interview.
It is. I mean, again, we'll not go into it too much, but I want to save a few surprises, but can genuinely say it's one of my favourites.
Yeah, I can remember you saying
interviews that we've done. We didn't know what to call this, so I suppose it is a mid-season break. Season 2, 20th of December, and I suppose while we're here, could have a quick look back at the first season, couldn't we? I mean, we did say that naturally those first 7 sort of felt as a group, so that's why we put them into season 1 as such. And the first one, Peter Dunn, who was essentially, I think, probably the first boxer that I've met and sat and chatted with. We went to Pontefract, as we say in the episode, got off at the wrong stop. Missed his train back, got a taxi home. That was an expensive evening, wasn't it?
There's been a few expensive evenings, haven't there? It's cost a fortune. Right. But yeah, I think it was a cracking one to start off with.
Definitely.
I think it's turned out to be probably the most popular one of the series, actually.
I think it is.
Which is a good one. And like you said, I wanted Peter first. I know he had a bit of a bad time with a certain interview before this. It was the only one he'd done since. So I like to think we did him proud. And I think he enjoyed doing it. And I've had some good feedback about that one. Yeah. And we're still in contact now. And I know you are as well. Yeah, I've been. We do need to meet up for a beer with him.
Definitely. Yeah, he gave us a genuine insight into what the journeyman's role in boxing is. And like you said, I don't think couldn't ask for much of a better start, really.
No, proper old school, wasn't he?
Brilliant. And then we skipped to episode 2, which was Jerome Wilson. Now, I know Jerome, not a journeyman, but he has his own story because after he suffered that horrific injury, and as we mentioned in that episode, he has a book that he's written about that and his recovery. I can't recommend it enough. Get a copy. I'll put a link in the show notes. Yeah, just so inspiring, I thought, and such a nice guy to talk to.
Yeah, inspirational. I've had that a few times on messages after listening to that story. I've messaged him a couple of times. I know he's sold 3 or 4 books, I think, since that.
Good.
So that's good to know. It all helps, and it's getting his story out there, and that's what we're all about, isn't it?
That's it. That's what.
And as far as I know, last time I talked to him, he were fit and well and going okay. So long may it continue, Jerome, mate.
Absolutely. And then episode 3 was Jake Bray, which I'm right in assuming he's youngest. That we've had so far, and he's still going now. What is he up to now? I mean, we interviewed him at the time he'd come off the back of 2 wins, I think, had he?
Yeah, he had. I mean, since then, I'm not quite sure exactly. I think he's about 15 now, it's something like that, 16, I'm not quite sure. I know since we spoke to him, he's gone on, and he's had 2 rematches since we were there. He's avenged his defeat to Paul Scarfe on points, and also I can't remember we talked about him with Owen Kirk, and I know he bet Owen Kirk, and there were a bit of needle between them, but they ended up in a rematch a few weeks ago, and it ended up in a draw. So I think we can say there's going to be a trilogy there, isn't there?
Well, it's looking like it.
I think they'll be sick at sight at each other a bit time we get to next time at series, mate. But yeah, he's going okay, like you said. The old Stainford Chuck Norris t-shirt that we gave him has gone down really well, hasn't it?
Still my favourite nickname, that one. It were genuine pleasure seeing Jake, and we'll obviously follow his career as it progresses. And then number 4 was Andy Townend, first of the locals.
Yeah.
So again, something a bit different, not technically a journeyman. I mean, he actually technically won a title, but he obviously went in overweight or something. And
he most certainly did. It'd be nice for him to win Commonwealth, but like we said before, he's not a proper journeyman, but he has been in the away corner. But the thing is, we always set out to begin this series. We are from Barnsley. We're proud to be from Barnsley. We both said that. And if we can give some lads from Barnsley who's had a good career a voice, while they're actually in the same town as we, might as well do them, haven't we?
Yeah.
And like you say, it's not like they've been wrapped in cotton wool all life. They have gone into Lions Den quite a few times. And, he had a cracking career, did Andy. And definitely a good punch. And we've seen him around town. In fact, I think we're going to have to see him tonight, aren't we, after this interview?
I have messaged him and see if he's about before he starts work, and so hopefully we'll drop on Andy tonight.
I bet he ain't ready though, is he?
I don't think so. Last I checked. So then episode 5 was, I'm going to say it again, Shecky flying solo with Harry Matthews.
Yeah, well, to be fair, mate, he didn't need much going, did he? He was not prompting at all. He was a cracking guy, were Harry. Yeah. He really is. Very smart kid, got his head screwed on. I think he's going to go very far. I think he's had a fair few fights since we last saw him.
He's the other of the few that is still fighting currently. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's in the 80s, maybe 87, 88
I'm talking
fights.
I think he's about 87, 88 now. I mean, since we last spoke to him, he'd only had one draw, I think.
Yeah.
But, that's as good as a win, as we all know, in away corner. So. And I know his acting's going well as well. I think last time I spoke to him, he got a new agent in.
Yeah.
And I think if you look on YouTube and type in Harry Matthews boxing, I'm sure he's got some kind of link out there for the fighter now you can actually listen to and see and watch on YouTube. I'm not very good on out like that, but I'm sure there's links out there. And
yeah, I think there is. I think he's been on an advert recently.
Oh, yeah.
A betting.
Yeah, with Nikolai Campbell, isn't he?
That was it.
Another good guy. I know Nikolai as well. I think actually we did the interview. I think I wore his T-shirt, so he still owed me 10p for sponsorship.
Well, I know he's going for his 100 in Harry, and then I think he said he's going to call it a day.
He'll definitely make the 100. Exactly. And I think he's got a lot more things to offer in the future. And I think he'll keep his good looks, bless him.
I hope so, for his sake.
Yeah.
Episode 6, Ben Wager, Barnsley boy again, the Tank.
Top man.
Long time friend.
Yeah, well, long time friend, acquaintance. I like to think Ben's a friend. Yeah. I've followed him for many years. From first time I met him in Norman Car Park, out of the blue when Carl Green's given me his phone number it was a pleasure to follow his career, and I think he should have done more. And like you said, a true Barnsley lad, had a cracking following along with Ben Davis. I used to love going to Metrodome to watch him. And again, fought some great fighters, just like Andy Towner, went in away corner. So respect to him for that, and he's a cracking kid. And I know his interview's gone down really well. And he messaged me the other week, and he said, at the beginning of this week, and he said random people messaging him saying how much they've really enjoyed his interview. Which to me, that's what it's all about. Exactly. If it gives them a voice and they get people enjoying what they say, end of the day, it's not about people like me, it's about their voices getting out there, and that's what we're about.
100%, yeah. And no doubt we'll hopefully see Ben around at some point. But finally, obviously, the last episode was Ryan Hardy. It was short but very, very sweet and funny. Lots of laughs in that one. I really enjoyed Ryan's. Listening back to it, it really had me in stitches at parts.
He's a character, and I love that word, but we had to save him till last, didn't we? I mean, at the point at the start when we did do him wasn't last. No. But we just fought it with the interview, even though it was only about 24, 25 minutes long. He gets so much in.
He does. And
he's so funny, and I think everyone can relate to Ryan, and he's just a top kid. He really is. That one has definitely gone well, that interview, hasn't it? Really well.
Yeah, it has. And I mean, there's another one that we've said we'll try and catch up with soon. Just catch up for a drink and see how he's going. I think he's even willing to come to Barnsley. The wilds of Barnsley from Sheffield. So see how that goes. So that's season 1. I know it's only a short one, but we just felt, like I say, it was natural to group them together. Plenty more coming up, and like we said, 20th of December, nearly Christmas, you'll get a little present from us. So make sure you subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to. Keep following us on our socials. All the links are in the show notes. And, if you do want to support the show, we have T-shirts that you can buy. We've even got a little tip jar each on our link tree. Again, if you follow the link, you can either buy Shecky a coffee or me a beer, half a beer maybe for the price, because we don't get anything for this. We don't want anything for this, but it's nice. If anybody does want to contribute, it would be gratefully received.
It only goes to us travel, doesn't it, mate? To proceed this.
Yeah, we've got with a couple of in season 2. There'll be 1 or 2 on location, shall we say? We really look forward to it. It's got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few good names out there coming up on season 2. Yeah. And before we go, I'd like to also thank all the listeners for listening. It's gone above all those expectations.
Yep.
So thank you to everybody for listening. It really means a lot, and I hope you've enjoyed it, because we're here for everybody. You know what I mean? Great to give the away fighter a voice. And thank you again for letting me do it, because I really didn't want to do it, did I?
Not really, no. But I just took a little bit of a push. We got there. long may it continue. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you on the 20th of December.